This is how Swede speaks.
Last week, when I visited Sweden, I met with Pablo from Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. Pablo is a conservative Catholic of Latin American background. We talked about one of the things that you're not supposed to talk about in Sweden, at least not if your opinion isn't left liberal. We talked about abortion and abortion policies. But before we look at that conversation, let me just say this. This is my day job. I am very grateful to my financial supporters. Thank you very much for your support, because the support is necessary and appreciated. And if you like what I do, if you think what I do is important, and if you want me to continue doing this, please consider sending me $1 or $2, or 10, or 100, or becoming a monthly supporter through Patreon. For information about how to donate, take a look at the box below this video. Also, if you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. I have reached 5,000 subscribers and I'm getting closer to 6,000, so a big thank you to each one of my subscribers. I want to move on further, so please tell your friends and family about this channel. If you have a business and want to discuss sponsorship, feel free to contact me. My email address is in the box below. Now, let's get started. I'm here in Stockholm with Pablo, who lives in Stockholm. Pablo is the child of actual refugees to Sweden from Latin America, from Chile, I think. And I guess we could call you a Catholic conservative or something like that?
Well, basically yes. The thing is that if you grow up in a Marxist home, you will probably turn out either very Marxist or very conservative, and I turned out that way.
So we had dinner earlier this evening, and you mentioned that we are both part of a generation. We're both born the same year, in 1977, and you mentioned that our generation is very rare in Sweden, and not only in Sweden but in the entire West. So why do you think that is?
Well, it has to do with the fact that we are quite literally sons and daughters of the free-spirited generation. Our parents were among the very first in the Western world who had free access to abortion and the pill.
Right.
And therefore you have an entire, well, not an entire, obviously, but a large section of a generation which quite literally never made it.
Right.
They weren't even conceived.
Right. So I guess we're moving closer here to my next question, which is, so what is your opinion on abortion?
Abortion is institutionalized, legalized murder in the sense that a child will always be, or at any rate, it's the natural effect of a relationship.
Right.
And if you terminate that life, you will end up killing someone.
Right. So I wonder, can abortion be freely discussed here in Sweden, or is there an opinion corridor when it comes to this issue?
There is an opinion corridor in the sense that in Sweden there has historically been, at least for the better part of the last 40-50 years, a consensus that abortion is something positive.
Right.
And therefore the basic assumption when you start discussing abortion is that it is positive. So it's sort of an awkward situation in which you have to be in favor of abortion and maybe a little tweaks and twists to the whole issue, but you have to basically be pro-abortion.
Right. And if you happen to be male, you're not supposed to have an opinion unless you're in favor?
No, you live quite dangerously in that perspective. I mean, as a male in Sweden, they will tell you, both men and female, and it's quite quite astonishing that quite a few males will tell you, men will tell you that, oh no, you're not a woman, so you should basically shut up.
Yeah. At the same time, if you're a woman and you're anti-abortion, you will be told that you're a traitor.
Right, or that you've been basically brainwashed.
Yeah.
Basically brainwashed. Because you should know better. You live in a sort of false consciousness. Very Marxist notion.
Right. So, are there any parties in the Swedish parliament who are anti-abortion?
Not really. There used to be the Christian Democratic Party. They were officially anti-abortion up until the 1980s, but then they had a former party leader who sort of threw all of that out the door. The Swedish Democrats are not. That's a common misunderstanding. They are not actually against abortion. What they want is to lower the span in which you can make an abortion, because these days, and it's quite a logical standpoint, because these days you can save a premature child,
right,
from as early as week 22.
Yeah. So before we end, do you have a theory or an opinion why there are no anti-abortion parties at all in the Swedish Parliament?
One, two easy answers. One, it would be political suicide. Two, I don't believe it would be political suicide, but the problem is that you don't have conservative people in Sweden with the insight that people want to hear things.
Right. So you want more conservatism in Sweden, pretty much?
Definitely, because people, there is a hunger throughout Europe. People don't want to have that filter anymore. People are not stupid, and it's ironic that socialists tend to say that they represent the people, but it's only the conservatives today in the Western world that actually do not depart from the notion that people are stupid.
Right.
People know what abortion is. Even the most pro-abortion person that has done an abortion will understand that they killed someone.
Right.
They often have a very bad conscience about it, and it's not because they feel ashamed of it. It is because people know what's at stake. They've actually killed someone. So I believe that people want to hear, and that's why, for example, Trump has done very well in the United States, and that's because people are fed up. People are fed up. They want to hear the truth. They want to see politicians who state the facts as they are, without filter.
Well, I think that's a very good way to end this conversation.
There's simply a hunger out there for stating the facts.
Yeah, for honest talk.
Honest talk.
Okay, so thank you very much for participating.
Thank you very much.
So that was my conversation with Pablo. I hope that you found it interesting. As I said in the beginning of this video, this is my day job, and I would like to thank all my supporters. And if you like what I do, if you think what I do is important and deserves some support, feel free to send me $1 or $2, or 10, or 100. That's always greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe, like and comment, and keep us here at Swede Studios in your prayers. And check my live stream on Saturday, which is where I connect with my audience and where you can connect with each other and share ideas. The live stream is on Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 11 p.m. Central European Time. So, until next time, have a nice day and God bless.